Lift your weary head up to the sky. Open up your window, let the sun in, and sing out with your arms stretched open wide. Hello world!
Hey, good morning, world. Hello world.
World.
Hello,
Good morning,
Chloe.
Matt.
Good morning, Chloe. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm sorry. I just am all over the place this morning. I'm like, good morning, world. Hello, Chloe. That's, oh my goodness. There's someone standing behind you.
What? Right now?
Make up,
Whoa.
not
Make
war.
up. Not war.
I mean, that's a good,
I like that his blush is purple.
his blush is purple.
He's got purple blush. Yeah. It's a bold choice, and I like it.
Chloe is in an Airbnb in Toledo, Ohio.
Sunny Toledo, Ohio.
Chloe, you win the award for being in the most different places during Hello World. Look at that. This place just looks like amazing. It's amazing. It looks amazing.
It's pretty jamming. I wanna introduce you to my co-host.
I don't approve of this.
This is Terrence.
Terrence, put some damn clothes on. It's a morning show.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness, Terrence. It's
Terrence.
showing.
Terrence, what do you have to say for yourself?
I can already tell the audience is not into Terrence. Good morning, Loaf. Thank you for waking up with us this morning.
Hello. Yes.
Oh man, good morning. It is Monday, August 17th. Welcome to Hello World. Very excited. We've got a great show for you today. I'm coming from you from a different room in my house, which I'm very excited about. On my new streaming computer that I built / gave it to someone else to build. No, Terrence does not get in the stream. He's been here one show. He doesn't get.
Terrence says thank you. Thank you, fans.
I'm gonna get pushed out. I'm gonna be pushed out by a anatomy dummy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You can take him apart and put him back together. I mean, it's a big selling point.
I mean, you could do that with me emotionally if you'd like.
Perfect. My favorite thing to do on a Monday morning.
Yeah, and I like that my nemesis is now a anatomy dummy. Terrence should have his own show. We could give him plenty of. We've got plenty of time.
Well, I mean, we'd have to get him some equipment because I can't take him with me.
Right, because he lives in Toledo. That would be kidnapping if you.
That would be kidnapping. Sorry, Terrence.
Sorry, Terrence. It was never meant to be. But you're here now, so we'll just enjoy the fact that you're here. So welcome. We've got a great show. We've got so much lined up. We need to just move on with things, Terrence, if you wouldn't mind. And thank you. Quarantine. At least I have Quarantine Action Wrestling on my side here. That's it's very good to know.
You know, the viewers love a good feud. It's getting spicy in here.
It's very true. All right, let's get to our fact of the day because we need to get this show moving. Today's fact of the day, August 17th, 1939, The Wizard of Oz opened at the Loews Capitol Theater in New York. Now, it had premiered 2 days earlier in Hollywood, but this was the first time it had been shown out on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's a heck of a movie. And it didn't really do well until they started showing it on TV.
Oh, interesting.
Little fun fact.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not as good a film as the film Banishment, which we will talk about. Christian, Christian's in the green room, but unfortunately, he's also gotten into the chat. So that just means he's going to take over the show one way or the other. He will be.
Now it's the three-way feud.
Between Terrence, Christian, and myself. But let's get our trivia question out, and then we can bring on our first guest, which I'm very excited about. So here's your question of the day. The Wizard of Oz was based on a book by L. Frank Baum. We all know that. And it was only one book in a series.
Interesting.
So how many books were there about Oz? How many books about Oz did L. Frank Baum write? You don't have to give me the titles. Just give me a number.
Wow.
How many of those books did he write?
So this is like a Narnia situation.
Mike, we have been in this a long time together, and I feel like you're just immediately against me.
No, I've been replaced.
You've been replaced by Christian, and Terrence has replaced me. So this show is...
well, Christian, now we must fight. Anyway, we're just gonna truck along here and bring in our first guest. We're gonna have our musical guest on, which I'm very excited about. Very, very talented individual. Just plays some of the. Oh, so cool! I just can't wait for you to hear his work. Let's bring on Phil Berman. Phil.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Phil. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for agreeing to do the show. Now you're part of a band called Phil and the Flying Leap. Yes,
yeah, right.
Have you all done much during this quarantine, or have you been doing mostly solo work?
You know, it's hard to get together. So I've been doing a lot of solo stuff. Been working on prepping to release my new record in the fall. That's been like a 2.5-year recording journey, and now we are doing all the post-production work, and so it's very exciting.
Oh wow. When does that come out? You said in the fall?
Hopefully a vague date in the fall.
Oh, a vague date in the fall.
Surprise drop like Beyonce.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
We're gonna have to get Phil to make sure that we announce the date on Hello World. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, announce the date. I mean, that's we'll get that in writing. Don't worry. We'll have our Hello World attorneys on that, which is actually what Terrence is. What we're going to have Terrence do. He's going to be our attorney.
Strangely full of guts, though.
Yeah, that's why we like him, right?
Because that's what makes you a good attorney. Is you got to be gutsy.
You got to be gutsy.
Yes, Terrence Esquire. So, Phil, how would you describe the music that you play?
Man, that's a question that I try to answer for myself and my own marketing plan all the time. My music is kind of a mix of like Tin Pan Alley jazz and contemporary pop, kind of like Rufus Wainwright meets Sondheim meets Joni Mitchell, kind of.
Oh,
I mean,
weird
that's such a weird trio, but
yeah.
I love everything about it because I know all the it all works together. Fantastic. Well, I mean, without further ado, let's have Phil take it away.
Sure. So this is a song called "If You Want to Be My Lover," and it's kind of a riff on an old jazz tune called St. James Infirmary, but gayer and a little more ferocious. Yesterday they found my lover with the golden hair. When they told me he was dead, I was sighed and hang my head. Outliving your love is a burden to bear. An hour ago they found my lover with the fiery hair. Though the news was no surprise, and the tears fell out my eyes to show him my love with someone who cared. Well, what's to uncover in the language of a lover alone in the night? But when I'm sleeping, got a little complicated. what became of golden red. So I smothered my lover and now we're square. So if you want to be my lover and feel my fingers through your hair, I can hold you through the nights, through the cellar bars and stripes. Just know as my lover you better beware. Just know as my lover you better
Oh, I love that.
Man. Yeah, I got them goosebumps first thing this morning. I love it.
Very beautiful. I just found out that has a name. It's called frisson. Is the sensation of goosebumps when you listen to music.
Oh, what's it called again?
Frisson. Frisson. I'm trying to do a French accent, but I don't know how good I'm doing.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
That was a pretty spot on French accent. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Chat is just loving
blowing
it.
Up. They're into
blowing
it.
Up. Loving it.
I felt so bad for the narrator because their lovers kept dying.
Yeah. Well, what's happening there?
How terrible.
Oh my. What a strange link.
I do love those dark tunes with such happy tune, like the dark happy kind of. I love it.
It's jaunty, but there's murder. You know. That's the style of music I play. It's jaunty murder.
Jaunty murder. Yeah.
I love a jaunty murder. If you're gonna murder someone, make it jaunty.
Yeah. I mean, is there any other way?
Yeah, we got time. If you'd like to play another, we'd love to hear it.
Sure. This is a tune. This is a tune that's not about jaunty murder, but it is slightly French. So this song.
All right. Well, if you're not gonna have one, you gotta have the other. So
yeah, comme ci comme ça, as they say.
Exactement.
Exactement. This song is called Joie de Vivre, and it's kind of a riff on Edith Piaf. And for those of you who are going to be watching later, this was written on a boat in Boston Harbor, which is where I met Harry Aspinwall. So there's a whole.
Oh wow! Yeah, there's an arc here that I could not have planned better, but I did plan it, and it's perfect.
And when you describe an arc to plan it, I mean it's nautical. So there you go. All right. The joie de vivre was all it took to finally read the goddamn book, to walk the green and swim the Rhine and drown the rest in Spanish wine. The joie de vivre, I'm glad you came to fling the windows open to the rain. You're mine to gain and mine to grieve, to live my life or live la joie de vivre. The joie de vivre came at last to crack the present from its cast, to see my vision follow through, to hear my heart and speak its truth. The joie de vivre, I wonder why you never called me after I dropped by, with one more trick left up my sleeve. I disappear into the joie de vivre. The joie de vivre. The joie de vivre. I wonder why. Oh man. Oh man, I totally forgot the words on it. It's totally. Oh, here we go. The joie de vivre, you're all I got. That's it. Beside the premise and the plot, I marked my turf, but clipped my claws, and never did what never was. The joie de vivre, I wonder why you never called me after I dropped by. Where can I find you when you leave to go your way alone? The joie de vivre, from Tokyo to Tel Aviv, I roam the earth to find you. Joie de vivre.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic.
Oh, I love that too.
Oh, thank you so much. Whew. Man, it's a little early for me. Even
No,
though-
yeah.
Yep.
That is 100% A-okay. That happens in the morning, especially it's before 10 a.m. And for artists, like that is like you're either still up or you just went to bed a couple of hours ago.
I mean, in the quarantine, it just seems like time is just a whole
Has
strange.
no meaning. Yeah.
I had a very exhausting berry picking day yesterday, so I was really
Oh.
washing myself out.
Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
take it out of you for sure.
absolutely. What kind of berries were you picking?
Blueberries, babe. In Massachusetts, it's like primo blueberry picking season, and I was everyone else there was either sort of 60 or 5. So I was posting right in the middle. It felt really good.
Yeah, and you have that young person's energy that you can you're bigger than the kids, so you can push them out of the way, and you can you're stronger than the old people, so you
Yeah,
You would also push them out of the way.
right. Just love pushing bodies.
No, I'm sure berry picking is very kind of a zen kind of meditative kind of experience.
It was weirdly normal. Like I came home and I said to my fiance, like we looked at each other and we're like, did we just like spend a Sunday doing an activity? It was strange how normal it was.
Yeah. But I bet it
Yeah.
felt good to have that little semblance of normalcy in this.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
So Phil, where can people hear more of your music? Are you on Spotify?
Yeah. So I'm on Spotify under my full name, Phil Berman. So you can listen to my my first record there. And then if you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Phil and the Flying Leap. And you can get updates for when the new record is going to come out in the fall.
Oh, I can't wait. So thank you so much for stopping in, Phil, and playing some songs for us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you, too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man. That's like, I don't know. That kind of music is just like the
That's
perfect music to get me
good.
up and feeling good in the morning.
I love it.
Fantastic. Thanks, Phil. And Phil, yeah, definitely go check out his stuff. We'll post it on our Facebook with all those links. After
Yeah, I just followed him on Spotify. I'm definitely gonna put some. I got 5 more hours to drive today. Definitely gonna play some of that.
You know something
On
I
the
found
way.
out you could do on Spotify, but completely by accident. TJ Reynolds, who was on the show a few weeks ago, I got a notification on my Spotify that someone was starting a group session on Spotify with me, and I was like,
Oh,
I don't know what this is. Turns out it was kind of like a butt dial. but with Spotify. But it turns out we were listening to the same playlist at the same time. Like we were listening to music. We were both listening to music at the same time, and people can add to the queue and all that stuff. It's a thing for premium. If you're a Spotify premium person, you can do that with your friends. So something interesting that I just learned yesterday.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that I just learned is that my Alexa was still somehow connected to my ex-boyfriend's devices. And so I asked it to play Beyonce, and apparently it started playing in his apartment.
I will haunt you forever.
Yeah. So because it was doing something weird on my end, and it would just like stop. And so he texted me and was like, I think something's going on, but I fixed it. We're good now.
I'm kind of sad that you fixed it. I kind of wish you would have been a little bit more passive aggressive with it.
Well, it wouldn't have been as fun because he knew what was going on.
Yeah.
If I could have just kept being a ghost, that would have been rad.
Imagine you hiding little Alexa speakers all over the apartment before you leave. Like little Google Home Minis, just scattered around the apartment, all synced to your.
What an evil thing!
Yeah, exactly.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been a nightmare. Let's do some quick birthdays while we got a couple minutes here before we bring on our next guest. Today's birthdays: Robert De Niro, good old Bobby De Niro. It's his birthday today, and Gazi Garcia. I have no idea who this is, but he's a rapper called
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
He did the song Gucci Gang.
Nope.
The chorus of which is Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
I mean, it makes sense. That's what
rhymes with Gucci Gang is cocaine.
Stanley Tucci.
Oh yeah, they did a parody called Tucci Gang, which is much better than the original.
Yeah, I'm sure. Tuesday, Robert Redford is his birthday, or Robert Redford. This is all me. Mike's only job is to cut and paste what is in the spreadsheet onto the job, and that's it. That's where his responsibility ends, and I'm fine with that. This is all on me. I put it in there like that. That's how it is. Andy Samberg. One of my favorite comedians. No, you shouldn't. That's not in your job description, Mike. I don't blame you. It's okay.
You know who's great at proofreading?
Who? Terrence. Damn you, Terrence. How did Terrence get his picture on the show so quick?
Oh my God, Terrence.
Terrence is in the machine.
Taking over.
Oh no. Mike, are you okay? Has Terrence taken over?
Wait.
No, he's fine.
Mike?
Love you. I am Terrence. Oh no. Wednesday, Peter Gallagher, the dad from the OC. If you watched the show The OC, Peter Gallagher was the dad there. It's his birthday. Thursday, Andrew Garfield. One would say one of the better Spider-Men of the Spider-Men. Definitely, I would say my second favorite Spider-Man. And then Friday, Kenny Rogers, R.I.P. Kenny Rogers, and Kim Cattrall, from Sex and the City.
Yeah, good birthdays.
Good birthdays this week. It was slim pickings on birthdays this week.
Yeah,
but hey, it's Lil Pump's birthday today, so happy birthday, Lil Pump!
Happy birthday, Gazi Lil Pump Garcia.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got two guests. We're doing a twofer guest. This is a first on the show. Very
double
excited.
Guesting it.
We have two gentlemen that are joining us. One from England, and one from across the other pond, Providence, Rhode Island.
Wow.
And they have just made a movie. And we're going to talk about it. So let's bring on Christian Masters and Harry Aspinwall. Hello, gentlemen.
There's Christian.
Hello,
And there's
hello.
Harry. Hello.
I want people to guess now which of us is in England and which is in Rhode Island.
Yes.
Oh, that's it.
How do you
Ooh.
say that?
The
Because
guess.
it's not the way you would expect.
Indubitably.
What a tricky game. They're both British.
Oh,
Sharpie. Cheerio, pip pip and whatnot, eh?
it's funny
That's
because the more
terrible.
Christian talks, the less I think he is the one that's in England. But I think that's the idea of the game. Welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for wearing.
Thanks for giving me a reason to
beautiful
get up
shirts.
in the AM during quarantine.
Right, absolutely.
Cheers to that.
And I will say, Harry was the first one to have on his Hawaiian shirt, and then Christian went and changed into his Hawaiian
Everyone
shirt.
else was topless.
And then I was not wearing a shirt, and then I went and put this one on. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good look for the show.
It's a beautiful color story.
Yeah.
So
kind of matched the background.
yeah, that's what if we had you on the background, you would just kind of blend in, which is why we like that we have the. Thank you. It's good to have a little.
Can you animate a frown onto him too?
See, if you say his name, he appears. He's kind of like
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
I didn't have any pens. I had to use watercolors to make that. So
You went and got water and mixed the paint.
oh yeah, that's effort.
I really appreciate this commitment.
I do too. I mean, it's great. But Chris, you don't really have much else to do right now. What are you doing right now? I love this. I love your story here. What are you doing right now?
Yeah. Well, last week I was watching your show, and the girl was seemed really smart and cute. So she was in England, so I decided to come over here and give it a shot.
That sounds really creepy. You were already dating.
Yeah.
We want to set this up. They were already dating before. He didn't
Yes.
just fly to England.
Look, the
Um,
only difference between creepy and romantic is if both people are into it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right.
And context, maybe. Yeah. So I
maybe.
flew to England, and I am quarantining in a tiny Airbnb for 2 weeks. So yeah, I have watercolor paints and editing film and doing some captioning work, just sort of killing time for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's good because you've got a project that you're working on, right? With
Yeah. Absolutely.
Harry.
Yes.
You want to talk about that, or do we just want to leave that hang?
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah. We got it covered.
So tell me about this. Tell me about this movie that you all have made.
Yeah, well, so we just last month finished shooting this feature film with Daniel Byers, our longtime collaborator, that we've worked on a bunch of stuff with in the past. And it was kind of a little bit of a crazy undertaking back in March when everything was sort of kicking off and the world was changing and everyone was kind of like becoming more serious about quarantining and everything. We started thinking to ourselves, would it be possible to make something? I know, a lot of us are creatives and we're seeing kind of both our work and our creative outlets being taken away. So we kind of started tossing around these ideas of, since we're all free, is there something we could do safely? And knowing kind of the constraints on the one hand, and like kind of that we were sharing all these sort of strange new experiences in this kind of like unfamiliar world. These things kind of came together into this idea of a very remote isolation horror thriller following mostly one character, occasionally talking to other characters, maybe just on a video call or on the phone for the most part, and a lot of it outside, that was going to be practical and safe and interesting and fun to work on for us.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds really, really dope. And we have the trailer for it. So let's go ahead and let's show the trailer, and then
Yes, please.
we'll talk more about it afterwards. Here we go.
feel like I'm losing my mind, Sam.
I know this is hard, but you still have to keep to the routine. You're the only asymptomatic carrier we have. Your blood is our only hope for a cure.
Sam, are you in trouble?
I have to go.
Stay back. I'm infected.
The rules are there to protect you.
Wow.
It looks so scary.
That was yeah, that was the second time I'd watched that trailer, and it was still terrifying.
It's a rom-com!
It's a
Oh no!
they got Meg
read it
Ryan. Meg
wrong.
Ryan comes in at the end.
Yeah. That was spoilers. You weren't supposed to discuss that.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Flash!
So Christian, was that you? Were you the was that you as the zombie there, or
It was, yes.
oh my goodness?
It
I mean,
was-
you look great.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
Healthiest zombie I've ever seen.
It was really cool. Like the process, like Harry sort of touched on it about how we got a group together. But everyone, because usually with like, we wanted to do it justice. So we wanted it to be like a good movie with good quality and stuff. But we had to have a very small amount of people, small amount of crew. So everybody, like being that the zombie was part of what I did, but it was like Harry was making props and I was running sound for some stuff. And like everybody, it was really cool because the group of people that was involved, like everybody did everything, like different stuff. So
How big was the cat or the cast and crew? How many people were all worked on
I
it?
think at top it was like 10,
yeah,
but it was usually fewer than that.
yeah,
Down to
Yeah.
sometimes 4 or 3 or 2 or technically even 1 for a day, as our
yeah,
director Dan was shooting like kind of B-roll and the drone, and sometimes he posted this on the Facebook page. This is after the rest of us had left, but he was like operating the camera and like flying the drone that he was shooting with the camera, and he was somehow like operating the drone like with like his teeth in this sort of like one-man band type filmmaking.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And you guys you're currently raising funds for this movie as well,
Yes.
right? To get more of a distribution. So I'm looking here, getting your looking for the Indiegogo. There it is.
Well, it's like many independent projects, it's like we sort of all pulled together to make it happen, because unfortunately it wasn't going to really be feasible for us to sort of do a big project, raise all the money, then film the movie. Then we had a very limited window of time to work in, so we sort of got everything together and did the best we could. And then now we're sort of reaching out to people for help to the post-production that's not really, I mean, Harry knows so much. He does a lot of VFX work and stuff, but it's crazy how much of a part, so many people are like, oh, you filmed it. Is it coming out next week?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, because
Done,
we
right?
filmed it, it's
It's
done.
in order and it's edited in the camera, and there it is. Great.
Yeah.
That's how it's.
Yeah.
That's why they call it movie
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
It's because
Because
it's
it's
literally
literally
magic that brings it all together.
Yeah, it's post-production is so enormous on films. The the actual production window was, I think, like kind of maybe 20 days of shooting with 1 day off in amongst all of that, which itself was crazy. But that was like kind of the sprint, I guess, and then the rest of it is the marathon, where it's like a month of actual production and it feels exhausting, and then it's months and months and months of posts. I mean, I'm sure you guys know that when they put together like big budget films, it's often a year or more before the end result is finally released.
Right.
And with this, we have, you know, 2 of us editing, who also help produce and direct and create the film. So it's just me and Daniel, for the most part, are going to be editing and doing VFX, and then hopefully bringing on awesome people for sound and music and color.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, the trailer looks unbelievable.
Yeah,
like the trailer came together really well.
I'm so glad you guys like it. I was blown away too, because like in part because we were wearing so many hats and we were rushing like crazy to make this thing. We all had so many things to think about. Christian was acting in it. He was like kind of developing the infected monster type with both himself and other performers. He was doing all the special effects makeup and all these gags, and he was doing like a lot of kind of set dressing and stuff too. And I was like acting in it and doing the writing and like kind of helping out with all this other stuff. So
continuity too. I just wanted to jump in and say that was the thing that most impressed me about what Harry was doing, was because you can't necessarily shoot a movie, you know, in the order that it happened.
This was really out of order.
So yeah,
nothing drives me crazier than watching a movie and seeing like they've got a drink in their hand, and then the first shot it's a full drink, and the second shot literally and it's gone down halfway, and then they cut back and it's back full again.
Too closely, okay? Because we were shooting like weeks apart. I think we did okay, but sometimes I like drive myself crazy by like deciding that that background is ever so slightly different. I'm going to have to spend 1 week VFXing it to make it similar. But there was a lot of that in this, where we shot like kind of to make life easier on ourselves. We'd shoot like one location, everything that happens in that. But it happens over the course of the entire movie, where my character's like wearing different clothes. It's like injured. And like kind of like things have been taken down in the room or put up and rearranged. So it was a process of like remembering every single thing that had happened in the movie up until the scene that we were shooting, and then like changing it back and changing it forwards and stuff like that. So that was crazy. But all this to say that I had not even really thought about the finished product at all. We got to see a little bit of the dailies every day after shooting. But this is seeing this trailer, this teaser, is the first time that I was really seeing the footage with the sound put together into a story, and it was like, oh my God, this is a real thing. This is a real movie.
That's fantastic. And you all have been making little films together for a while. You've got on Instagram, you can look them up. It's Dark Tower Productions.
Dark Tower Films.
Dark Tower Films. I'm sorry. Dark Tower Films. You have not gotten a cease and desist from the Stephen King people yet.
Please don't say.
I mean, he's watching. He's a big fan of the show. Stephen King is always watching the show. He shoots me texts and he's like, "Well done, Matt."
He seems a little bad.
So I've actually been to his house. Not inside his house. He wouldn't let me in. But I have a selfie taken with a couple other people. Actually, Boof Wellington is in that picture as well, taking a selfie at the Stephen King house. And we did it as part of our Dean Koontz book club. We took a picture of ourselves in front of Stephen King's house. It was a bit that doesn't translate well now.
All right.
But Dark Tower Films. Sorry, got off on a little tangent there. When did you all start that together?
Oh my
Man,
God.
that was
20.
Well, Dungeon Bros officially?
A while ago.
Yeah.
God, I forgot about Dungeon Bros.
Dungeon Bros. Oh,
How have we not talked about Dungeon Bros? I loved this show.
oh my God.
I was a big fan of Dungeon Bros. I completely blanked on it because it's been Christian.
We did too. for some
Yeah.
reason. Blanked out.
If you get a chance, check out Dungeon Bros. Where can people see that? Is that on YouTube that they can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Still legal.
Although
to
there's
watch
also this
Dungeon Bros.
like some app game called Dungeon Bros, and so it's always the first Google search. That's
Yeah.
ultimately what did us in. I think. I mean, we were set for greatness, and then
And then an app rolls in.
Yeah.
Apps.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a game. Yeah, Dungeon Bros
Is
was
this
one of the
like-
first
I
things we made together. Tonally quite different, I want to say. Drunk Dungeons and Dragons, improv, green screen comedy.
Yeah.
Which you should definitely. Whenever this is like kind of maybe sharing too much about our creative process, but whenever
Never too much.
Christian and Daniel and I get together, and we're all hanging out and having a good time and drinking. At some point in the evening, we feel the need to subject our friends to Dungeon Bros. And so that did happen on the set of Banishment as well. It was a bonding experience. We all were traumatized by the end of it.
yes.
Yeah, this
Trauma
was
bonding. That's a
this
thing.
was a lot that I learned about Dungeon Bros when I was working with Christian at the Tea Party Museum. Once again, pulling from over the last 3 weeks, Christian, you were the third guest from the Tea Party Museum that we've had on the show. He's actually in the picture that we showed last week or 2 weeks ago with Armando, where we're all standing there looking.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
And Michael Berry is ruining the picture for everybody. He's not watching, so I can say that he.
He's
working
not
on one
welcome
of
on
his
this show.
monologues.
Well, I'm trying to get as many people on, so he'll message me and be like, "Why haven't you asked me to be on the show yet?" And then I could say, "Because you ruined that picture." No, but a lot of Christian and Harry both worked at the museum actually, and they would get a lot of the actors from there to come on and be cameos and things like that in Dungeon Bros. So it's very cool to go back and see like people I know on that.
And our other Dark Tower Films projects, Scoundrel, which was my like kind of directing debut, which was an 18th century shipwreck comedy that we shot on Cape Cod, also used one of the ships at the Tea Party Museum. And then Bloody Back next year also used the same ship.
Wow. There's not enough 18th century shipwreck comedies out there, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a genre that we really need more. It's like Master and
Correct.
Commander, but starring, I don't know, like Paul
But
Rudd.
like with
It was like Master and
pratfalls.
Commander meets It's Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent
I
combo.
think the theme of today's show is weird mixes
Weird mixes.
or unique mixes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chloe, I'd actually like to, while we have Harry and Christian on, I actually would like you to go ahead and give the tour of your house or the Airbnb.
yeah.
All right.
I just feel like they would enjoy seeing this.
Yes.
Okay.
Please give a tour to us three professional tour guides.
Yes.
Oh,
No
Yes.
pressure.
Oh no. Okay.
no pressure or anything.
Now
Or have parents do it if we want it to be amazing.
You're kind of flip flopping on Terrence here, Christian. You've got the
Excuse
sign
me.
that obviously says Terrence
excuse
sucks.
me.
And
Ooh, just in time. You didn't see it.
just
All
making
right.
sure Mike's not asleep backstage there. He
All
naps.
right,
during the show.
I'm gonna switch my mic real quick.
Switch your
'cause I
mic
need
out.
to go mobile. Let's see.
We're going mobile.
Yeah.
This is the first
What-
time.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Hear me.
Bloody Back's a good one to check out if we're still plugging stuff. That one
All
was
right, so this is my lovely background here, and then I'll show you where Terrence lives.
Does Terrence have a phone number?
described- Oh, I think his kidney fell out. Wait,
Oh no!
I know the feeling.
I'm gonna figure that out. All right, so this is
We've
his
all been
desk
there.
where he works. We have a nice typewriter.
that's an awesome writer.
Yeah. And then we're going to go into the dining room. We have a lot of cool knickknacks here. I'm pretty sure this might be Michael J. Fox. Yeah,
is
that's
100%. That is 100% Michael J. Fox. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a signed picture? Is it?
I think it is. I didn't notice that before. That's pretty good.
Wow.
There's a bunch of knickknacks here.
Look at all the.
We got some
tchotchkes.
old cameras. And then I'll show you. So we got our record player and stuff there.
Oh, a little stack of records.
And then this is the. Oh, I
Buddy
left him
Joe's
behind.
not
He gets upset. Sorry.
Was that a Ouija board as well that I saw over there?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
leave
yes.
that alone. Just don't touch that at all.
Oh, I didn't. He's got to come with. He gets very
Okay.
upset.
That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't because I was a little bit.
Oh, and there's a
This is the
skull
Halloween
there.
table.
Oof, that is
Yeah.
terrifying.
I'm doing a bad job with this computer.
That camera was actually the same one we used to film Banishment with.
Wow, that's amazing that you got that good of a picture on that camera.
We shot it on the iPhone 3.
Oh, who's that?
That is
That's a picture of
don't
Chloe.
know.
Everything in this apartment is haunted.
Everything.
Yeah. So this
Is it
this
Christmas
house
decoration?
Not that I know, but again, time has no meaning. So
Yeah, we're all in different time
Could be.
zones. We're Eastern Standard Christians and British summertime, and you're Christmas.
I'm Christmas. That's the official time zone.
The North Pole.
I'm much farther north than I originally
This
said I was.
Airbnb is insane.
Yeah, that's really
Yes, there's a lot of like, we've got like vintage cans and stuff here.
Whoa.
Bon the Mighty Bon puts it very well when
That's my sister.
This person is very trusting to have all this stuff
Hey,
around.
Bonnie.
That's
Oh, is that your sister,
Yeah.
Harry? Oh,
Yeah, they're in
hi,
Edinburgh.
Harry's sister.
that's Harry's sister. And then we have this little guy.
Oh, that. Why didn't you choose that as the co-host?
Because
could've
I
been
wanted
Terrence.
to creep you out. All right, and then the last thing. So I didn't sleep very well last night, and part of it was because Buddy
There's
Joe was a little bit
spirits
restless.
everywhere.
The other part is that this place is definitely haunted.
This place is definitely-
Here we go. And this way. This side. All
Oh,
these Barbie dolls.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Terrence's girlfriends.
That's-
Nice.
Yeah, he has several, and then
is this where you slept?
these guys.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah, no,
Oh,
my
wow.
bad.
no, I wouldn't have. I would have. I
You
would have.
wake up in the night and all
Yeah.
the dolls' heads turn towards you.
Yeah,
Oh.
Guys.
God.
I would have sat with my back up against the wall, with my knees pulled into my, ready to run at any point.
Yeah. So it's it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah. Lovely house. The host is very, very nice. But it was a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Was like when you pulled up to the house, was the host like up in the attic window, like pulled it, and then
Like looking through.
yeah.
I
So
know.
The kind of thing
front
where
door.
like giving this tour, what if suddenly like a shadowy figure like moved across in the background, but Chloe didn't see anything? This is the kind of like
Yeah.
there'll be horror movies coming out that are shot entirely on Zoom.
Yeah.
I think there probably already have been some.
You
but-
actually, you all got some press with Banishment, yeah. Just to backtrack onto Banishment for a second, as one of the first like indie films made like completely in quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as we know. Since then I've heard of like one made for TV movie that was being shot in the South somewhere. I haven't heard of a whole lot of others, but that's part of like our thinking too now from a kind of practical or pragmatic standpoint is that there's not a lot of content being made. So if we can make something really cool and make it now, then we'll kind of have much more of a corner on the market. But yeah, Filmmaker Magazine did an interview with us, which was really cool.
Ooh, Filmmaker Magazine.
Wow.
How about that?
Sounds
We're
good.
official now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you can check out their film at banishmentmovie.com. Also, there's a link to their Indiegogo there. We'll put all that stuff on our Facebook group so you can check it out. So thanks, Harry. Thanks, Christian,
No
for
problem.
joining
Thank
us
you so
and
much.
having a little chat with us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. It's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Wow. Good show today.
Good show.
A lot of stuff going on. I cannot wait to. That movie is going to be creepy.
It looks very scary. I don't think I can watch it by myself.
No, probably not. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to watch it by myself, to be completely honest. I'm not good with horror movies. Don't do well. Thank you.
Maybe
yeah.
Buddy Joe will watch it with me because part of the reason I think he was restless last night is because of all the ghosts.
I mean, 100%. You'll sleep so much better when you finally get to your Christian. You know that your name is
You're saying this about yourself.
Like you're not hiding your profile name, so we can see that it's you saying those things about yourself. Yeah, that works. Just keep trying. Just keep trying with that. Harry's already left. Harry's like, the interview's over. I'm out. Christian is just hanging out, which is great. We do need to do our trivia question. Answer. The question was, how many books are in the series that L. Frank Baum wrote about Oz? And there are, in fact, 14 books.
There are 14
Yeah,
books?
all written between 1900 and 1920.
Do we know? Oh my God.
Yeah, there they are. And I have them listed here. It's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, The Marvelous Land of Oz, Ozma of Oz, Dorothy and the Wizard in Oz, The Road to Oz, The Emerald City of Oz, and it just like so many. There's like I said, 14.
So The Wizard of Oz was the first. Is it the first in the series?
Wizard of Oz was the first in the series, yes. And they did make a sequel to the movie with what is her name? Oh, I'm dying. I know Mike knows. The woman from Waterboy and The Craft, Fairuza Balk. That's who it is. Fairuza Balk was Dorothy. And it was called Return to Oz, and it came out when I was a kid, and it scared the bejeebus out of me. It was terrifying.
Is this is she the actress in Waterboy where she like holds up the sign in the window while he's tested? Or no, she's
the love interest in Waterboy. She's Andy.
Yeah. Oh no, that was right, because she holds up the sign that says "Want me to kill them."
Yeah, exactly.
She was made for horror movies.
And Booth, you're right. There, one was called Rinky-Tink of Oz. That was one written. That was the 10th book written. I read most of these when I was in grades. When I was in middle school, because our school library had them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok. No, TikTok is an app.
Right, but TikTok of Oz is the book, and he's the Tin Man. He's not the Tin Man. He's you see the little robot guy in the back there.
This looks kind of like a mix between Brave Little Toaster and Halloween Town.
Yeah, well, that's Jack Pumpkinhead. There is one of the characters in the movie.
I don't like this. Take it down.
That's your Terran. Oh, yeah, Olympia Dukakis makes everything better. Absolutely. So yeah, 14 books. How about that? He was very, very busy. So that's our show. Thank you all for tuning in. We've got so much coming up on 2MB Studios. Hey, Buddy Joe.
Hi, everybody.
He's like, stop. Don't you talk for me. I don't talk for you.
So we've got tonight is the season finale of Run On, which we're very excited about. It's going to be a big show. John Serpico, Sarah Burns, and Meg Cynic. The three of them are going to be going head to head to see who is the champion of season 2.
It's going to be a fierce competition.
It's going to be tight tonight. Yeah, it's going to be great. And you can also tight. And the prize money has gotten up to we're up to $150. So if they can win the bonus round, not a single person has won the bonus round in 2 seasons of the show. The prize jackpot is up to $150. Ben puts $10 in a Venmo account every week for this show, and he's sitting on a lot in his Venmo right now. He really wants just somebody to win, so he can get all that money out of his Venmo account.
Yeah,
but Christian, math is hard for you. I get that. It's $10 an episode. So it's the 15th episode. So much less. He's probably still jet lagged from his trip.
You know who's quite good at math?
Probably Terrence.
Yeah.
Is what I would guess you would say. Tomorrow night we've got the Boy Detectives and Interesting Points coming back. Wednesday. Let's see, what do we have going on Wednesday? We've got Rachel's show, the Honorable Mentions, which is a fantastic Twitter show that is just, I mean, if you want to learn about Twitter, that's the best place to go. And also 91 Donkey Lane. Rachel's actually watching the show right now. Thank you, Rachel. Thursday we've got the second episode of Mind Over Manor, which is and I've heard that the footage is just fantastic. I can't wait to see it on Thursday. And then Friday we've got another 69 minutes of Sex with Me. So we've just got so much stuff. Saturday also. Sorry, now that I'm like, Saturday we've still got
you're on a roll. You got so many shows.
So many shows. Knights of Prospect have joined us.
Wow.
They are doing their role-playing game, Knights of Prospect, on Saturdays. So, and
amazing.
then, and of course, Gwen, I'm so glad that you're watching and keeping me straight here.
I was just about to mention this.
So now we have shows 7 days a week. We're doing it.
Yeah.
The baking used to be the baking challenge. Now is the Great Baking Bash. They are back on Sunday.
And the theme is Taste of Home.
Taste of Home.
Of home.
So you can, if you want to get involved in that, check out the 2MB Studios Facebook page, and all that information is right there for you. So until next week, which we'll be speaking, hopefully, fingers crossed, next week we're going to be bringing Chloe's mom as one of the guests on the show, which
You're gonna love it.
Yes. So definitely tune in next week to have a chance. We'll sit down and have a little chat with Chloe's mom, and hopefully see some baby pictures. That's what I'm shooting for.
All right, I'll let her know so she can prepare.
Learn about Chloe as a young person growing up.
I'll give you a hint. I was exactly the same.
And don't worry, we'll eventually get my mom on the show too.
Perfect. It'll be even.
We will be even. I mean, if we could get them on the same show, I'll talk to my mom, because we'd like to do just a mom show.
Our moms can talk. Midwest Mom Show.
Midwest Mom Show.
Oh my God.
I think we're on to something.
That should just be another show.
I mean,
that we have.
All right, settle down.
Monday Morning Mom Show.
Hosted by Chloe. I love this. So thank you all for tuning in so much, and we will see you next week. Until then, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye, world.
Open up your window, let the sun